Hey guys, it's me Edgar, here to do my review on King Spawn, issue number 1, part 1, and I thought about this, and I thought about it long and hard, and I realized, you know what, you might as well do those new Spawn comics along doing the other ones, because you're going to catch up to that point to where you're in the current direction on Spawn, and you're also gonna know what's going on in the current Spawn comics regardless what happens, so might as well do it anyway, so fuck it. This is my review of Spawn, or should I say King Spawn, issue number 1, and I really wanted to say my opinion on the first ongoing series since the main series, because we haven't got another Spawn comic besides the main series in a long time. I'm talking to you, Curse of Spawn, I'm talking to you, Dark Ages Spawn, and this is going to be very interesting because it's got a good writer, and I am definitely going to talk about how I feel on where he takes on the Spawn mythos and everything between on that. And yeah, let's get this shit started. So the comic opens up where we see a massive fucking explosion on a school. And Spawn is pretty much, he's investigating why all these kids are dying, and, he knows something is going on, and he's trying to figure out who's causing all these kids to die. And he goes to a place to where both an angel and a demon about to have, lovey-dovey, and how Spawn pretty much tells both of them how disappointing your leaders would have been to find out what you two are up to, and also your enemy as well. And he gets the information that he wants, he leaves, we cut back to where Sam and Twitch, and pretty much they're seeing a dead body and they're trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Meanwhile, Spawn is pretty much going down at this door that he finds out, and he kicks it in, and pretty much we cut to where this cult is worshiping their lord, I guess. Anyway, we go to where the Redeemer, and I forget his name, I'm sorry. I know he appeared in the comics. I believe it's Hunter. Correct me if I'm wrong. I apologize. I know who he is, but I forget his name. I apologize. But anyway, he's with the Redeemer, and the Redeemer pretty much is throwing knives at him, and I'm just literally scratching my head like, why is he here? I mean, are you going to have him join the Spawn group that he's going to be a part of, or what are we gonna do with this character? I wonder why they throw him in. Anyway, the Redeemer pretty much heals him, and they talk about his brother or something like that, and I'm just literally like, again, what are we doing with that character? It's just, I really tend to question that. But besides all that, we get to see a new Spawn, the Nightmare Spawn, as I like to call him. That's basically a bat-like monster type figure, and he's pretty much just literally just making the worst torture to these poor little men, and oh my god, it is fucking crazy. And we see a couple of more men going into the room, and I'm like, oh boy, I can only imagine what that's gonna end up happening. And pretty much we have it where we see this kid in a terrorist group or something, in basically a Chinese terrorist group, and he pretty much gets blood all over him, and all these people get fucking killed, every single one of them, except his dad, supposedly, which I honestly truly think, like, is his dad is the Redeemer, or the Redeemer is trying to pick him to be the next Redeemer. It's either one or the other, and granted, it ends on a note where his dad finds him and it pretty much ends on that whole thing. Then we see Gunslinger, and he goes to a shop, pretty much gets his fucking shit, and pretty much he gets a fucking motorcycle. And I'm just literally thinking, oh, you gotta be kidding me. A fucking motorcycle. And pretty much the comic book ends, and it goes on to opening up on his comic book, which was cool, and I really enjoyed it. But it was kind of a little bit like, I'm done. I'm like, this is too cool, too awesome. 10 out of 10 out of that part. Gunslinger Spawn riding a fucking motorcycle. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. But besides all that stuff, what did I thought about King Spawn, issue number 1? This issue was pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. It is a very good issue. And it makes me wonder what is the future, where they're gonna go with this direction on Spawn. And I really like the fact that you have Spawn pretty much calling out angels and demons and pretty much killing them and hunting them down. I like the fact that they, touch on areas that McFarlane didn't go on or didn't have time to do. I really am glad that we're getting another, or should I say multiple comics of Spawn, because, I miss the aspect of seeing different Spawns than just Al Simmons. And I'm very excited for the other 2 Spawns, comic book series, Gunslinger, and the other Spawn book. I really am excited. That Team Spawn book is going to be very interesting. But overall, I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. This was a great setup, but also I did enjoy that whole moment between the Redeemer and Gunslinger Spawn pretty much doing their part in this book. And I really just absolutely enjoyed what they did. Stay tuned on my reviews on Spawn and also King Spawn and the other Spawn books later this year, and also new and old Spawn books as well. But besides all that stuff, I'll see you guys next time. Please tell me your thoughts down below, and if the writers do see this review, I hope you like my review, and I hope that you're excited to see my thoughts, because I really am excited to see more Spawn books than just the main series. It makes me hope that we'll get to see more Spawn books as a common thing, like Spider-Man and Batman have their multiple fucking books. So yeah, and I do believe Spawn has that popularity to have multiple books. There are so many things you could do with that character and its lore and the whole Rose Gallery and everything between on that. I really am excited to see the other Spawn books, and I'll see you guys there on the Spawn reviews, and do tell your thoughts. Love to know. And also another thing is, did you kind of laugh and just feel like I'm done on the whole moment where you see Gunslinger Spawn just literally riding a fucking motorcycle? Are you kidding me? This shit is literally, I'm dying to see that book. I'm dying to see that book now. But anyway, just, oh man, I'm really excited. And the main story in this issue was very interesting, but I feel like the Redeemer storyline and Gunslinger kind of overshadow it, but still good book. Still good book.